Hello there, YouTube. Charlie Brawley back with another video. This video, I'm going to be talking about Bovada and receiving checks from them and getting paid from them. I wanted to do this video. It's going to be a really quick one because, number one, I haven't done one in a while. But number two, I tend to get a lot of questions about Bovada and the checks, and I have a couple of thoughts about them. And so this is one of the checks I recently just got. $1,300 from them. You can see the date was just, when I say recent, was just recent. I'm in America. Now, the thing about the Bovada checks is that TD Canada Trust can only be cashed in America. Excuse me, in Canada, in Montreal. So if you're not there, when you deposit a check into your American account, for me at least, and I bank generally through Bank of America, generally they take some time for it to clear because they have to get notification. Once they get a solid agreement upon the bank and the stuff like that, then you can deposit more, and then the clearance time is a lot less than it's going to be your first time. So your first time doing this, it might take up to 90 days for them to verify this because it's an out of country check, so it might take some time. But it definitely comes in. Let's see if I can give you another photo. Well, I guess I can. I was trying to go to another photo page, but nonetheless, it comes in. As you can see, it's really basically simple. Of course, I'm covering my name and most of the numbers. The thing too about the banking numbers, the routing numbers, they're different. They're not the same for U.S. and Canada or any other part of the world. Checking systems are the same, but the checking maybe geographically they shift internationally. But anyway, so it comes in. This is a FedEx package I got right here, and I opened it up, and like I said, I just covered everything here. But it comes in a package like this. Now, I've received this before, so this is not new to me. But like I said, I wanted to do this video. It'll be a quick one, but you can see it that Bovada does send you out a check. You just have to, if it's your first one, you're gonna have to, give it time for your bank to clear it. Then you could start building a relationship with them, and if you start getting more, if that's what you're getting, fine. Otherwise, you can use Bitcoin, and with Bitcoin, obviously, you can trade your Bitcoins for cash, sometimes for more money, sometimes for a fee. Generally, if you get a check, it's going to be a 10% fee on the check after you get your free one every 45 days, I think, or something like that. This is Bovada I'm talking about, but after that, you're going to pay like 10%. Now, the way that I do this is that I don't look in like I'm paying Bovada 10%. I look more on the lines that it's just 10% they want back. So if my goal is to make 1,500, I'm now going to be focused on making 17 to cover 10%. So my goal is 17 and not 15, even though my objective is to take home 15. You got to change your thinking around it. If you start thinking you're paying 10%, your approach is going to be different. You know what I'm saying? So especially when you know how to do this. So I'm not paying them. So now let me talk about Bitcoin. The same thing goes for Bitcoin. If you want to take home 1,500 and Bitcoin is down for whatever reason, but there's going to be a buyer, but they may have to take a percentage back from it. So you might sell it at a 10%, maybe even a 15% discount. Well, when you set goals and you're trying to get money off Bitcoin because you know it's going to move immediately, you may be able to make the trade in that day. More than likely you will. But even if it should cost you, the way that you want to do it, you play enough to win what you want, and it's over. So if it's 1,700, your objective might be to just take home 15, which means because the Bitcoin market is down, you might have to pay a percentage to make the trade, if that's how it works. Maybe it works sometimes. I don't do Bitcoin. I'm just thinking from a perspective of trade, if it's up or down. Obviously, if it's up, they're going to pay you. You know what I mean? But anyway, just wanted to show you guys this. So Bovada is very professional. They're one of the top companies when it comes to gambling, and particularly online gambling. This just happens to be one of the checks, and I don't have any problems. So continue to make money with them. Hopefully, you're doing good. The stuff that I do is still going on well. The mentorship program is still going well. I have a video that's coming soon. One of my students did $10,000 over the past weekend or past week, and we have verifiable proof. He's going to show you the consistent, the receipts when you take it off, when you cash out. So a very consistent student. And so the students are going, I mean, not every, people learn at different paces, but when you get to the certain place like he and a few others are, that's when you're really starting to see it. And he's just one of those guys. I'm going to be doing an interview with him. I'm also going to be doing an interview talking about how to adjust your roulette game, because some people like to study and they are taking the concept of permutations and algorithms that I'm teaching, and they're learning themselves using the different strategies that I teach in the bundle. One of the things that I'm going to talk about is the importance of understanding multiple parts of the game, and why the bundle package, if you have it or if you're looking at getting it, why that's a cool thing to do, because it shows you multiple parts of the game. And when you understand multiple parts of the game, you'll understand the need to adjust according to the game. And when you're adjusting, you could adjust according to what's happening in different parts of the game. So I'm going to do a video that's going to talk about how to adjust toward the game. And it's more of an analogy of how to adjust toward the game. It's an analogy of you're going to see a pilot landing a plane in crosswind patterns. Real cool analogy, but it's a really good analogy that talks about adjusting toward the game and how to make the game bend toward your favor almost all the time. The mentorship program that I do just makes things a lot quicker and faster, and even better. So the more that I learn in terms of growth, because I don't think there's an end to this knowledge, but the more that I learn, I'll pass down to the students. But in the meantime, for those who, that's just if you're interested. If you're not interested and you like stuff like this, continue to like the videos. I still have more cool stuff on the way. I got a couple cool ideas that I'm going to be giving away soon. Some strategies that you can use. Actually, strategies that haven't been listed before. So give that about a week or so. I'll be putting that out there. The bundle package is still good. The numbers games are still good. Let me also say this really quick before I let you guys go. For those who are getting this stuff, if you're only doing this just for fun, just know that if you lose, it's just for fun. Because I'm saying that because if you're not gonna practice and really think about what you're doing and really take it serious, you're gonna be doomed for failure. It doesn't matter what you do. Okay, so if you don't practice, if you don't think about this, over time, you're going to be doomed. It's going to hit you. Okay, so, that's what most, you're not going to just get into the game, barely understand it, and then think you're going to be a pro at it. And neither are you ever going to escape the concept of playing a game. There's going to be ups and downs. That's why it's called a game. But when you have the advantages of the game and you know how to play it really, really good, and you have more advantages than it does over you, then that's what makes you a consistent winner. I just show you how to do that. But if you haven't derived to that point, you're literally just gambling. Okay, so just be diligent about what it is that you're doing. Think about what you're doing. And whatever it is that you're doing, I'm telling you, whether you do my stuff, your stuff, the casino is giving it to us. They're giving us the money. Be smart. Be smart and think about what I'm talking about. Go back through these videos and really think about some of this stuff. Okay? It makes a lot of sense. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much again for listening. Until the next time, take care of yourself and each other. Peace.